Yo, what's good? I'm Big Gun and welcome to another Arsenal review. Today, obviously, we're going to be talking about yesterday's match, Arsenal versus Leicester, or Leicester versus Arsenal, sorry, where Arsenal won 2-0 at the King Power Stadium. But before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And again, it was another fast start that actually killed off Leicester. Within 5 minutes, Arsenal has scored with a header through Gabriel, and then Emile Rowe doing what he's been told to do and get goals and help the team get assists, and he's been doing it recently in the last few matches. Saka again with another assist. So at the moment things are just looking good for Arsenal, looking good for the youngsters being told to step up, and they're all stepping up at the moment. Aubameyang's still leading that line. Lacazette has come into the team and doing what realistically Odegaard should be doing, but at the moment Lacazette is doing it really well, being that link between the striker and the midfield. So the lineup was what everybody wanted, to be honest. We wanted to keep the same lineup from the last game, and we did. Tavares obviously keeping his spot because Tierney's out, and to be honest, I don't know if we're missing Tierney that much at the moment, because the way Tavares attacks is actually better than, in my eyes, it's better than the way Tierney attacks. He's sort of more like a winger. He plays like a winger, Tavares. Obviously, his defensive attributes aren't as good as Tierney's, in my opinion, but I think he will get there in the end. And that spine, just keeping that spine together is just doing us wonders. In past seasons, we haven't been able to keep the same spine for 4 or 5 games, but we've been doing it recently, and it just led to another clean sheet. Ramsdale, White and Gabriel was just doing the business as our spine at the moment, and Partey obviously is being fit for the longest, I think, in his Arsenal career, so it's just doing wonders to keep the same consistent team, the same consistent back line, and then add in Tomiyasu, and yeah, we're just looking really solid at the moment. And the criticisms of, Emile Rowe and of Saka was, can you get goals, can you get assists, and they're both adding more assists and more goals to their games. Well, more Emile Rowe adding goals and Saka adding assists, but can they just keep it up? That's what we're going to need. Obviously our team is still quite young, so they're going to be inconsistent, but at the moment they're doing what we're asking of them, and hopefully in general if we can add a couple more in, for me in that midfield is where we're going to need a bit more backup, then I think that push for top 4 is truly on. And as for the goalkeeper, there was doubts raised when he was signed for £30 million, and I just kept saying I believe there's a good goalkeeper in there. You're basically rating him on who he's played for the last 2 seasons, which were Bournemouth and Sheffield United, and if you're going to concede that many shots in a game, you're going to concede a lot of goals. I read that this season he's faced 28 shots and made 24 saves. So for me, that just shows that he is a goalkeeper, and yesterday he just proved it once again. He done that Schmeichel sort of starfish save a couple of times to thwart the strikers, and then again made a top draw save from that free kick. One of the best saves of the season from that free kick from Maddison, and then there was another save from Tielemans from the edge of the box as well. So Ramsdale's proving that 30 million is looking like a steal at the moment, and just the way he starts attacks as well, his distribution is just so much better than Leno's. So yeah, just Ramsdale just proving the doubters wrong, and let's just hope that can continue. And this is our longest unbeaten run since February 2020, so to get in those high places you need to be putting on good runs consistently throughout the season. If you do lose a game, you come back strong in the next game and make sure you get that win. But again, we haven't lost in 9, so we don't know the next time we lose how we're going to come back from that loss. Hopefully we just been able to get back right on our feet and just win the next game and get the loss out of our system. And people always talk about what do Arsenal work on in training, and it's clear that we've been working on set pieces, because the actual set pieces taken in the last 5 or 6 games have been really good in terms of, do they beat the first man? Certain times we just weren't even beating the first man, but it looks like Saka and Emile Rowe have been really practicing how they take those corners, and I believe we're second for the most goals scored from corners, from set pieces, this season, and that's after Liverpool. So we just got to keep that up, just keep practicing these things in training, and then when it gets to game time, they will come off. The more you keep practicing, the more you keep doing them. So congratulations to Saka. That was his 100th appearance for Arsenal. So 21 assists as well, which is I think 3 or 4 more than the next person since 2018. So congratulations to Saka, and just long may that continue. You know, he's still young, still raw, still got a lot to learn, but he's putting in the performances at the moment. So that's all we need from him, just for him to just keep continuing, and hopefully in the future he's going to be in that top bracket of players in the world. I mean, the only worrying thing about yesterday again was just after we get those initial goals, how much the other team come back into the game. And just look at a bit of the possession stats and stuff yesterday. Leicester had 64.3%, Arsenal had 35.7%. Leicester had a total of 8 shots on target, Arsenal had 5 shots on target. And just the passing, Arsenal had 76% pass completion, Leicester had 87%. And yeah, just it was, Leicester came back into the game after Arsenal took the 2-goal lead, and you kind of expect that. You don't expect a team like Leicester just to perform badly for the whole match, which they didn't. They came back into it. But again, the positives are that we actually kept the 2-goal lead and we kept another clean sheet, which is again unheard of for recent Arsenal teams, that we go ahead and are able to keep clean sheets at the moment. So again, that just bodes well for the future. But yeah, just looking at the man of the match, you always think you've had a bad match if your keeper is man of the match, which I don't feel we had a bad match, but Ramsdale kept us in that game and won us the game almost single-handedly, to be honest. Made numerous good saves and made 2 great saves for me in that game. So obviously it's only right that we give Ramsdale the man of the match for his performance yesterday. So looking at the next 4 games, 2 of those games I believe that we should be winning, and then 2 of course are Manchester United and Liverpool away, which are going to both be tough fixtures. I expect a result at Man United, whether that's a draw or win, but the Liverpool game is going to be a little bit more tricky, so I don't know how to call that. But as I said, the next 4 games, I think we should be picking up 7 to 9 points out of those next 4 games. And yeah, there you have it. That was my quick roundup of the Leicester versus Arsenal game yesterday. Again, so many positives. Only one negative is that we always let the team back in the game, although we didn't concede. So it's not, for me, it's not that major, but we need to just try to keep that intensity as long as we can in the game and just blow these teams away and put 3, 4, 5 past them, so there's just no doubt that they can get back into the game. But yeah, again, just the positives from all over the pitch, just good performances all over. And yeah, we don't seem to be missing Kieran Tierney and Granit Xhaka as much as I thought we were going to miss them. So yeah, that's only a good thing as well. That only bodes well for the future. But yeah, I'm Big Gunner. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And see you next week for the preview of the game against Watford.